Welcome back. This is Missy Tran once again, and we are going to go into the awesome world of three-digit numbers, hundreds, tens, and ones, or hot tamale ole chart. And in order for us to understand all that we need to know about hundreds, we need to know about how many tens would it take to make 100? How many ones would it take to make 100? So we are going to start with the tens because by now you should be pros at counting by tens. So I'm going to put a rod right here. I'm going to rotate it around so that you can recognize it. And I want you to think about how many of these rods that I'm circling would equal to this big guy over here. Okay, how many tens would it take to make 100? Let's skip count by tens to figure it out. So let's go for it. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So, as you can see, it is somewhat similar to my flat right here. So these guys are the same. They are equal. And how many of these rods did it take for us to make this? So it took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it took us 10 tens to equal to 100. And how do you write 100 with numbers? If you had to expand it out, well, 100 is simply 1, 0, 0. 100. And in here, and if you actually count every single one, which I'm not going to do, you are going to figure out that there are 100 ones or 100 units that equals to this flat. Now I am going to clear the board and we are going to see what's your number if I did something really mean. Not really mean, but just really challenging. What if I only gave you only these? I didn't put any flats on there. So, what if I gave you this? Would you be able to figure out the number? Okay. I'll be back in a moment after I get all of these done, and you'll see and you'll find out what this number is. Okay, guys, this is what we have, and I promised you that I would put some basin blocks on my screen, but I will not put this 100 flat on there. So you have to think back in your brain, how many tens does it take to make 100, that 100 flat? And this is something that you should always remember. 10 tens equals to 100. 10 tens. So that magical power of 10. 10 tens equals to 100. So let's go over here and let's see if we can find a group of 10. Ooh, I found it. We have 5 up here, 5 down here. If I circle them all together, this creates 100 because 5 tens plus 5 tens equals 10 tens. And in your brain, you should remember 10 tens equals to 100. So this is 100. And then I'm going to put a big OH at the top. And then this left over in the middle, those are your tens. Remember, we go in order. And I always draw on my chart no matter what. I have 10 here. Okay, 10 here, 10 here. If you skip count by tens, that's 10, 20, 30. So I have 100 plus 30 plus, this is 1, and I'm writing in expanded form first. In my standard form, I take away, oops, I misspelled it. I take away all of the zeros and I take away all the pluses, and that leaves us with our standard form. So whatever is left over, I write it down below. 131. That's how you compose a number. And when you get to me, we'll think about different ways to make the same number. See you soon!